All right. It's night. Well, it's 6 o'clock. It's pretty dark here, but as you can see, it's not winter, but it's cool breeze, and I am off to to meet someone. It's a little TMI, but yeah, I feel good today because if you don't know, I'm here in LA for a month with, a former crystal meth addict. However, once an addict, always an addict, right? Oh, it's really dark here. Alright, let's see if you can see me. Nah, you probably can't see me at all. This camera's good, but not that good. But yeah, and very high in abusive and narcissistic traits, in my opinion, in my non-professional opinion, So, that being said, if you've seen my other video where he has been very abusive from the get-go, mostly verbal and I guess you could say emotional, not physical. Of course not. But today was good in the sense that let me just describe the story a bit here. I'm gonna cross the street because there's people there. I want to talk to you. So, he was sick for a few days. Yesterday he started to feel okay. But he goes in and out of nice for a little bit and then a asshole for most of the time. So, anyways, yesterday I went to meet someone, TMI again, that's all I'm going to say. I got in around 11:30, whatever, and went to, did my stuff, went to sleep the same time I went on the other days, around 1:32, did whatever I needed to do. Doesn't bother me in that respect. I think he was out cold also. In the morning, I get up later, around 8 something, and right away he comes up to me. He was brewing with this. He said there was a dish on your table, like there's a coffee table right next to the couch I'm sleeping on. Don't ever have that there again. And also, I asked you many times to send me a request on couch surfing. That's how I met him. You can figure it out yourself. And one more thing. What was the third thing he said? I had said good morning, by the way, which he said nothing. He just brewed, like a child. This is an indicator of big narcissistic traits. When they brood like a child when they're 60 and they act like they're 5, they don't know how to communicate. They explode. The couch surfing, the plate, and one more thing, and I gave I still spotted you 2 rolls of quarters and you still haven't paid me back. So I took out the $20 and said, here. And I just said, okay. And when he left, I figured out the couch surfing because he'd left. And I sent him a message just to, because I'm staying for a month for free, okay? I'm trying to kind of not get myself kicked out. Oh, this is what he said. He said, you're on skating on very thin ice right now. Now that could be a shock to a lot of people, but that's just bullshit, right? My father used to do that. Empty threats like that. It's a control method, right? So I just said, okay. And I did the couch surfing. I sent him a request. And I also sent him a text message. This is where it goes, you see how the game is played. But the point being is that I see it. That's why I feel good. And that I've been watching a lot of binging on a lot of Ollie Matthews, and I think I need to close it that way. A lot of Ollie Matthews, a lot of Thrive After Abuse, and a lot of, I think, Inner Integration. Those 3 channels. And I'm like, yes, I feel good. I'm good. Because I want to stay there. I could leave and get a hotel, whatever. But I want to stay here. I'm not living with the guy. I'm not dating the guy. I don't like the guy. Because you can't. How do you like an addict? How? You cannot. So, Loho. Oh, you can't see it. Let's see if I can get that. Loho. It's like Soho, but it says Loho. Okay, I thought I would just mention that. But the point being is that he left. I sent him a text message saying, because I was supposed to meet someone else today in the afternoon. I was supposed to go to the gym before, and yes, I was feeling tired because it's stressful living with an addict like that, or a narc like that, or just, but I knew that coming in, okay? I knew that coming in. I didn't know him. I didn't read any of his reviews on Couchsurfing. And he has 83 reviews, or 83 friends, or 83 reviews, let's say. And I didn't read them because it doesn't matter. It's like Facebook Couchsurfing. When you're a narc, you're putting your best. You want the validation from people. You're putting your best foot forward to make yourself look good. You're not going to get any negative reviews, right? However, there were a couple of negative reviews, real reviews, because when everything is so positive, you know something's fucked up. It's like Facebook. Everyone's happy, joy. That's not true, right? That's one half of the story. So, this is what he had told me anyways, before even reading the reviews. He said, don't look at that review because the guy was doing drugs, I kicked him out. That's what he said. Okay, but you're a former drug addict. But I understood, I understood that you don't want that around your life. So he was painting himself in a good light. I decided to read the reviews. I had the time, he wasn't there. The text I had sent him was, since I didn't want to go out, because I went out yesterday with someone for TMI. If you don't know what the TMI is, if you want to know, ask me, but you can guess. And I just didn't feel like it today. And I sent him a message, figuring I better, since my goal is to stay here in this place, not be bothered with that. I'll deal with it. I said, would you like to do something if you don't have any plans? To which he did not answer. But he accepted the request on Couchsurfing. See where I'm getting at? Yeah. So it was like, fuck you, bitch, I ain't answering you, but I'll take that request because it makes me look good online, right? So all of the 86 reviews, there were 83 that were, I'm not sure if it's 86, but let's say if all the reviews, all of them were positive, 3 were negative. No, 2 were negative. No, 1 was really negative. 1 was kind of hinting at it, he's got quirks, and you get to know him, he's okay. And then 1 was positive, but said they wouldn't come back. You know what I mean? So you know it was very contrived, very biased, and it's kind of, that's what he's looking for, right? If you listen to a narcissist or an addict or whatever, he'll tell you everything. Just listen to it and don't take it personally. This is what I've learned. And after watching all these Ollie Matthews, Thrive After Abuse and Inner Integration videos, I feel very good and strong and happy. Enjoying my time here. He hasn't come back yet, so whatever. If I get kicked out, I get kicked out, you know? My plan, if I do get kicked out, from what I understand, I will just say, well, where am I going to go? I need help, right? Because I lived in LA for close to a year with a guy who was former drug addict, the same thing. So I've been there. And they want to feel that you need them. So this is my way of manipulating the situation. You know what I mean? You have to do what you have to do. So I'm no longer worried about that. You know? I'm 90% not worried about it. You know, he could change the locks immediately, but I doubt that. You know, every person's a different case. But of the 3 reviews that were negative, 1 was real. They were real. No, they were all real. But, you know, secondly, most of the people were younger. For some reason, he pegged me as someone who was really young, and he was off by like close to 30 years. You could see where his mindset is at. And of course, after that, he's like, oh, you gotta, you know, go on with life because you're getting old. Which doesn't bother me. You know, that's what the narcissists do. We'll try to get all those weaknesses. And I've been very good. So I'm happy about that. And yeah. So just a little note saying that I'm feeling good that I've been able to, while living through it, be able to be aware of it and come out feeling strong, you know? I'm cool. For today, it's going to be a daily thing. It's something I am really glad that I came here. I love it here. You're going to see this when I'm back. It's like things are uploading a lot. Oh, I'm not even on Melrose. What the hell? I'm on the wrong goddamn oh no, I'm on Melrose. I'm good. So I'm going to get myself to a bus stop, which is down there. I'll probably have to take out the GPS. Trying to find out where I'm going and vlogging at the same time is not going to work for me. But this is a lesson in dealing with this type of personality, and it's reinforcing it, because the last time I was in it, I didn't know about it. I mean, I did what was instinctual, but now that I know it and I'm looking for specific things and I see them, I'm like, okay, this is classic. I'm good. It's not about me. I can't say anything to argue with him. Whatever he says goes. It's about control. It's not about coming up with a solution. He says a lot of things. He wants to do stuff. He wants to take me there. He wants to do this. He might. I'll let him. You know. But don't come after him for it, because it's not about that. It's about him. And so, the less he's around, the better. And then it's just to take care of yourself, right? So, with that being said,